Masters of Horror, John Landis, Dear Woman. This one is kind of weird. Essentially, there's a cop who currently works animal attacks, just strictly animal attacks. He gets called to a murder scene because they think an animal did it. They go inside the cab of a truck, and they're like, "Is this a human? Is this an animal? What is this?" Because I see is what looks like beaten meat. Sees a jaw. All right, well this. Then he gets taken off because he does animal cases, and he's trying to think through what it is that killed this guy because they see like hoof prints all over him. That someone else is killed in a hotel room, and they're like, okay, so it's the same MO. There's like hoof prints all over the guy. And then probably the funniest sequence in this whole episode is when he's trying to figure out how this is happening. He pictures some guy picking up a blonde girl at his bar, and then going back to the trunk of his cab, and then going back to the cab of his truck. At first, the woman takes out like a deer leg and beats the guy to death. He's like, no, it doesn't make any sense. Then there's another one where he's thinking about it again, and they're going to do some stuff, and then there's a deer outside the car. He's like, no, that can't be it. No, it doesn't make any sense. And then he goes for another one, where he's picturing about ready, to begin doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, essentially, like a deer man, like breaks inside and kills the guy with, his antlers and horns. And then you see him like carrying off the woman, and it's a giant standing deer. Ridiculously hilarious. There's more killings. But then all of a sudden, him and a buddy of his, like new buddy, decide to go to a casino. And they're talking about, like, what sort of, it's like a deer woman or something? And of course, someone's walking past. Oh, you're into Native American mythology. There's a woman who's part deer. She's deer from the waist down. And she's a beautiful woman. Okay? Because throughout the movie, you see this very attractive woman who doesn't speak. And every man she's with, she ends up killing. It's not till the very end that someone actually, lifts up her skirt, and there are deer legs. So the killer is a mythological Native American myth. That's a woman with deer legs who kills people. She essentially gets men sexually aroused and then kills them with her deer legs. It's almost worth it to see. I'm gonna call this guy the poor man's Tom Hanks, because when you hear him talk, I hear him think, man, why is Tom Hanks in this? Because he has that very likable sort of every guy feeling to him, and he's working a case where there's a woman who's attractive, who's freaking deer legs, and is killing men in full states of arousal. Take it for nothing more than that. It's an attractive woman with deer legs who kills men. And that's Master of the Forest, John Landis, Dear Woman.